In this video, we're going to talk about our heel, to lift or not to lift. I guess that's the question. Let's do it. Okay, so we're trying to figure out this left heel. Should we lift it or should we not? A lot of guys on tour, some do, some don't. Matthew Wolff, you saw him, amateur, kills the ball, he does. Bubba Watson does, Phil Mickelson does a little bit. Old school guys like Jack Nicklaus, those guys lifted the heel. We're gonna talk about the pros and the cons of both and what you might wanna consider when it comes to your golf swing. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that now and hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything. And if you like any of the gear we're using, I have links in the description below for everything. So now we're gonna talk about the heel, and we're gonna look at some of the numbers too with that. Here's what we're gonna do. I got the Swing Caddy SC300, brand new. I checked it out at the PGA show, and for consumer affordability in terms of a launch monitor, this little dude is spot on. I compared it to some of the $20,000, $30,000 launch monitors out there, and this was spot on. So non-sponsored, but you know, I'll leave a link below for this thing too. It's like 500-ish. So it'll be giving us the numbers today. Let's go. Okay, so you've seen these two swings. Here's no heel first. Pretty standard, common swing. Now here's using your heel, getting the heel off the ground. Okay, so we're talking about those two swings, well, pros and cons. Let's figure it out. Okay, so I'm using this for all our numbers. It syncs up with your phone. I'll do a full review on this another time, but for now I'm just gonna give you the numbers. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I'm gonna hit 3 balls lifting my heel, then 3 balls with my heel on the ground. I'm gonna rotate every 3 shots. I'm gonna give you all the numbers, the breakdown as we go, all right? So or after we go, whatever. I'm gonna give you all those numbers so you can see the benefits of lifting the heel and versus keeping it on the ground. Okay, let's say you're somebody who sways a lot like this, okay? What lifting the heel is going to do is allow you to move more around your body as opposed to back and forth. Watch, if you're like this, see, if you're swaying back like this off the ball, and then you lift that heel, we want to stay on the toe as you lift that heel, just right like this, boom. With your knee going more straight over your foot, just inside, but you don't want your knee to really come, you don't want to be here, okay? Straight out. This knee, this way. Just a smooth swing, got it over 100 miles an hour swing speed. So that's just lifting my heel. Just a little bit, check it out. So I'm getting a little bit more club head speed just right off the bat, just by lifting that heel up. It's causing me to rotate around my body and not so much this way and that way. You just have to make sure you do it the right way. Up here. Not here. Solid shot. So now I'm gonna just put my foot on the ground, keep it there, and see what happens now. Now this will be for people who have a tendency to overswing. You swing way too hard. You have plenty of club head speed, but now you need to just get a little more accuracy. Let's keep that foot on the ground and kind of keep our feet and our base a little more quiet. Pretty good. I'm hitting it very solidly. My club head speed dropped a couple miles an hour already just by keeping that foot on the ground. But it helps tighten things up a little bit, give you a little more accuracy. So much of this is just kind of personal preference and what feels comfortable for you. But if you're looking for more control, if you're an overswinger, I highly recommend making sure that foot stays on the ground throughout the entire swing. But if you want to get a little extra pop, a little extra distance, you get to a hole, you're like, I need a little more. And you're not so worried about the accuracy. You're like, hey, if I'm gonna be crooked, I wanna be long crooked, not short crooked. Might wanna consider lifting that heel a little bit. Okay, let's talk about these numbers here. I love this swing caddy, by the way. Voice caddy, swing caddy. This thing is amazing. Really dials in the numbers. So here's what we have to learn from the heel up versus heel down. And notice my first 3 swings. The club head mile an hour speed was around 100 miles an hour, 102. My first 3 swings, that's with my heel up. Then I kept my heel down on 4, 5, and 6. It's 100, 97, 99. So not bad. But then I put my heel up again, and it went up to 103 miles an hour on average over the next 3 swings. And then when I brought my heel down again, we're back down to 99, 96, and 100. So much lower. But then we look at my smash factor numbers. When I have my heel up on those first 3 swings, I mean, the second one was really good. But then on swings 4, 5, and 6, I mean, my 1.50 smash factor, that's pretty fantastic. And then heel up again, it drops down. I put my heel on the ground, and my smash factor goes up. So I'm making better contact with my heel on the ground, but I'm getting a lot more swing speed with my heel up. So if I want more distance, I'm gonna lift that heel up and really swing. You can really feel your body moving. You get your lower body engaged and involved in your swing. You can definitely increase your club head speed, but certainly my carry distance was affected. And when I hit it solidly, obviously with more club head speed, the ball goes a lot farther. So if you want some more distance and you're not afraid of being a little more crooked or hitting a little bit worse shots, then you might want to go ahead and lift that heel off the ground. But if you really are playing a tight course, or you have a tendency to spray the ball, then you want to keep that heel down on the ground and firmly planted. Help rein things in a little bit. A little slower swing speed, but a lot more control. So if you have plenty of swing speed and your buddies are always telling you, dude, man, you swing like an animal, then you might want to say, hey, let me just make sure that heel on the ground, things are planted firmly. But if you're suffering for distance and you want a little extra pop, I would practice getting that heel off the ground. And it really helps you get your hips moving around instead of side to side. So if you're a swayer, you want to lift that heel up with that knee coming over your toe, slightly inward, but not sideways. You won't want your knee moving this way. Kind of keep it going straight up like your gas pedal. So lift that up and then slam it down. And as you hit that heel down, you're going to rotate a lot more and get a lot more swing speed, a lot more rotation. Comment below, let me know if you'd like to lift the heel or keep it on the ground. I personally keep it on the ground, but I might now on some of those other holes. Get it going a little bit extra. Get a little more distance. All right, so hope this helps. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Peace out. See you in the next video.